Oh, hey. Okay, so you just clicked on this video because you're a noob. You want to learn how to get really good because you see those Ultra Sigma level pros freaking running up those walls like it's nothing. And I'm gonna be your little guide, your little teacher on YouTube. Teach you how to do it. So you've just dropped into Gorilla Tag from tutorial, which is way up there.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And you start walking, and you realize you're going really slow. The one thing that you just want to steer clear of as a new player is running like this.
Are you serious, my brother?
You do not want to run like that. It's the slowest way to run and probably the most tiring. You may think it's like really good because you're getting like height or something, but trust me, it's not. The proper way to run is like this, and I'll show you how right now. You are just going to grab your hand, or you're going to have your hand here, and you're going to put it on the ground and just slide it backwards. So you're clawing your hand at the ground like that. Like that. You can add like a little bit of height to it, so it's like this. Just make sure you're moving along the ground and not like bouncing up like this, because that is not how you want to run. You want to run along the ground, nice and smooth. It's much faster, and you'll get away from lava monkeys much quicker. Alright, so now I'll show you how to do the second way of running, which is faster, but is a little bit more difficult. So the motion for this is pretty simple. So you're going to have one hand, basically, so whatever handed you, if you're right-handed, this is, well, it doesn't matter what hand you use, but just use the hand that you're most comfortable with, most comfortable with. You're gonna stretch that out like as far as you can. You're gonna just stretch it out, and you're gonna claw at the ground, sort of how we did with the other one. Just gonna scoop back like this. We're just gonna go forward like this. See? Now the motion for the other hand is pretty different. It's literally just hitting up and down. So you get height, which makes it easier to claw with this hand. And so it'll look like this, basically. So you're going 1, 2, 1. So think of this as 1, 1, and then 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, out by your side. And then you can do it on this hand as well. And that's basically it. So yeah, circle with the front hand, just pushing up or forward with your back. You can use that trampoline as a boost if you want. You can even switch it up, so you're doing it with the other one, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're still learning with the first way. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so the next set of skills are going to be primarily based around these things, which are called the double walls, if you didn't know. The first being pinch climbing, which is a way of climbing that you can use on all surfaces, but it's just easy to learn here, because don't ask me why it is, it just is. You want to wrap your arms around it like you're hugging it, maybe give it a kiss, like that, and then you just want to pull down and then catch yourself again, and then just keep going up and up and up. So you just want to catch, throw down, catch, throw down, catch, throw down, catch, and that's basically the basics. Throw down, catch, until you've made it to the top. And you just want to keep going faster and faster at it until you've learned it. Alright, so the second skill, based around the double walls, is bounce climb. I forgot the name of it. It's like where you bounce from one wall to the other. I don't know what it is. If you come down here, what you want to do is just basically just stick to the wall, because you will stick to the wall for a little bit, and just hit off or hit down and sort of across, so you go that way. So we'll just try it. But then, oh no, I'm going backward and forward. How do I fix this? Oh no, I just fell off. The easiest way to fix this issue is just by looking at your hand when you are touching the wall, when you stick to the wall. And I'll show you how to do that now. I don't know how you wouldn't know how to do that, but you just want to hit off the ground, look at your hand, and look where you put your hand, look where you put your hand, look where you put your hand. And that should help. The third, and definitely the most difficult out of these three, is elevator climbing, which is pretty advanced if you're new to the game. Stick your hand out like I showed you earlier. Your arms don't have hitboxes, so you just put it through. See? And now I'm through the wall. And then basically with pinch climbing, we just want to pinch, grab and pull down, and then you'll just go up the wall really fast. Now we're getting a little bit advanced. As you can see, I'm near the walls, the deadly walls. You may be wondering why I'm in city for this next skill. Well, that's because it's wall climbing, and you're probably asking me, why aren't you in forest? Well, it's way easier to learn wall climbing in city than it is in forest. See how it's like a perfect 90-degree angle here? Well, there's no such thing as a perfect 90-degree angle wall in forest, unless if you're talking about like a gazebo or something. Anyway, you just want to jump, let your hands stick, just like the wall bouncing. And then once it starts to slip off, you don't want that to happen. You just bounce to the other wall. Just like the wall bouncing. And you want to look at where you put your arm, and you want to stay parallel to the wall. The next skill is wall running, wall walking, whatever you want to call it. But this is by far the easiest way to learn it, and this is how I learned it. Like I showed you earlier, you just want to wall bounce. Like this. Boom, boom, boom. Until you've reached this platform right here. You just want to jump to this branch. Walk across it until you reach here. And the basic motion for wall running, wall walking is just pushing down and sort of inward so you stay into the wall instead of pushing outward so then you fall off. So you just want to stick to the wall and keep yourself inward so you're tight, you're close, parallel with the wall. And you want to move with the wall. Now, once you've reached this crease, you're going to bounce and then switch sides. It might be a bit hard, but you're going to have to do it. And then you're just going to go back and you're going to jump here, and then you made it to stump. Have you skipped past the whole video because everything's way too basic for you? Well, this part is definitely for you because I'm going to teach you how to vert and do a really fast wall run. And this is for all those kids that are asking,
Can you teach me how to vert? Oh my god, you're so good! Can you please teach me how to vert?
sort of like with the wall running, back that way, we are going to stick to the wall for a bit, and we're going to start to slip off, but that's okay. Stick to the wall and push down, and make sure when you're pushing down, you go up and not across. This is how you vert. You push up and inward, so you're pushing into the wall. Now, to get faster with that, you're going to do it in like a really, really small circular motion, which I'll teach you how to practice later. You want to start with sort of like a loop. I like to start with like a little bit of a loose hand. Most people do. Where you just go tap, 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 and then you continue with the vert. Like, I can't really do it that well, but you go tap, 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 and then continue up the wall really fast. I don't do that much of it, of like little quick circles, but you can, and it's much faster. When you're doing the little circles, you want to do them really small and really fast, but you also want to make sure that they're pushing into the wall like that, so you're doing an oval sort of like that, and that makes it so you're pushing inwards, which is a big thing, and I've probably said that a million times, but it's really important that you do that when running up a wall. So here's how you practice the circular motion needed to do verting, or whatever other thing you're trying to do on the walls. So I'd like to just come here every day, come to this little seat bit on the bench under the gazebo, and just do circles like this over it. And that's basically what you want to practice, and you get faster and faster at it without hitting the bench like I just did there. Just keep doing that. And then once you get really good at it, you just do it on the wall, and you'll be good. Next Gorilla Tag skill is branching. It's a really big one, and it's pretty hard to master, but it's pretty simple once you get used to it. There are two types of branching. overbranching and underbranching. But let's start with overbranching. The easiest overbranching route I can think of on the top of my head is probably this one from this platform right here. You just jump off this, and this is pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing. You just jump off here. You jump off here and make it to this branch, and then once you're on this branch, you want to jump up to here just by hitting off the tree, which is a little bit of scaling, which I will get into later. Get on this bit, and then jump onto this branch, and then waddle your way over until you're onto the treehouse. Now if you're a little bit more advanced, you just want to drop down and put your hand in, and then you're in the treehouse. Underbranching is a little bit more advanced. It's basically your gorilla body is like under the branches, and your hands are up in the air, going like.
What the hell?
It's pretty hard to master, but it turns out looking really well. My favorite way to start doing underbranching is learning this sort of route. You can do it on any tree. This tree is probably the easiest. Just jump off this, and you jump off the branch, and then you just want to make it to the tippy top of here. And then you jump off this, and then you go up here. Now, when that top branch is really far away, you can consider it underbranching, because it's like hard to reach. And if it's too hard to reach and you're just getting chased, you just want to swing at it, and then that can be considered underbranching. And it's one of the most important branching routes that you will ever learn, and it helps you learn underbranching as well.